Joe Show on Star 106, getting ready for a big hangover comedy hour or hours. I don't know how you guys are going to be putting on quite a show, aren't you?
I think it will be multiple hours.
Multiple hours.
Indeed.
That's the voice of Justin Paulsen. Jake Peterson's here as well.
How's it going, gang?
They are Wolfdog Comedy, and they're putting on a show at Music Man Square. Nick Whitehurst helped organize this show. First off, doors at 7:30 Friday night. Show starts at 8.
Indeed.
And who's all on the show?
Well, me and Jake are headlining.
Okay.
We're kind of the Wolfdog comedy core, and we wanted to kind of we've done Music Man one time before, and we had such a great time that we thought we'd extend it to some other local comics. So 3 local comics, Dylan Meek's supporting, and then we held a comedy contest, and the 2 winners were 2 local comics, Jason Clements and Miranda Moses. So we have 3 other locals other than 2. So 5 comics, $20 ticket. You can't beat it. The math's pretty good.
Now, you both do a lot, I don't know a lot of, but you have some topics you like to riff on, relationships. You're both married guys. Do you find that tough talking about your relationship on stage and hoping people think that your marriage is funny?
Well, before we got paid, it was a lot tougher to tell those jokes. But now when there's money involved, it's a lot easier on the ears. And the more Andrew Jacksons that get put on my wife's Poshmark account, the better.
She's like, ooh, this is going to pay for so much dollar stuff.
Yeah. I think what works is it's a lot of stuff that people have in their lives that they don't want to tell anybody about, and we just have no shame. So we tell all the dirty secrets of, it's the kind of stuff that people want to hear. They just don't want to tell their friends about at work, and I think that's why people relate. For a couple of guys in their middle, well, he's in his middle age. I'm so much younger than Jake. It's just important for the listeners to know that.
Yeah.
But we did a show once. It was just all women, and I thought, well, how are these ladies going to relate to us? And it was one of the best shows we've ever done. So,
and also tell him how confident I was.
Yeah, it was a ladies group for a country club, like women 18 to like all the way up to like in their 70s, and I'm like, I'm gonna bomb, dude. This is gonna be the worst thing.
Was this the one in Humboldt?
Ever. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I've heard about that show.
And Jake's like, Are you kidding me? They're gonna love it. He's like, you think anything you talk about these ladies haven't experienced? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. And I got up there, and sure enough, it was like one of the best shows we've ever had. And they had us back, and it was so. He was right, I was wrong. I don't say that too often, but
yeah. It's relatable. It's stuff we've all been through or thought of, or and you just kind of say it. Where the rest of us are like, oh my, I would have to go to Sunday confession so many times.
Yeah, and like I said, most of us have a home situation pretty similar. You might be with somebody, you might have a dog, you might have a cat, you might have some kids. We're all in the same boat, and to be able to point things out. I love hearing during a performance, oh my God, I so do that.
Yeah, or yes.
Yes.
Like, yes.
That sounds like us. We hear that all the time. And both of us, we seem to take turns hearing it after the show.
Now, where do we get tickets?
The best place probably to get them is during business hours at Music Man Square. Nick, what are the hours again for?
Those are Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 3.
And if that's difficult for you, any of the comics can get those to you, any of the comics on the show if you know them. But also through Nick, get a hold of us, any of us on Facebook.
Yeah, Wolfdog Comedy on Facebook.
Wolfdog Comedy on Facebook, any Music Man Square, and we're going to make sure we get those tickets to you for sure.
We got more with Jake and Justin, Wolfdog Comedy, coming up here on Star 106.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was some horrible radio cliche stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'll be us and then 3 other comedians. We've got Dylan Meek, who's been doing comedy for about 5 years. He's been around, and he's starting to get his name more out there in the state.
A good storyteller.
A very good storyteller.
Yeah.
Long-form storytelling has been a long, comedian's way of telling jokes, and Dylan is great at it. He tells great stories about, his grandparents and his upbringing and all that. So he's a pretty funny guy. Then we have Miranda Moses, who is one of my personal favorites.
You will be saying her catchphrase when you walk out of the show.
Not right now.
No, right now.
You'll have to come see.
You will not be saying the catchphrase right now. But
and she's she's got kids, and she's a nurse's aide. So it's also, why I like her, because it's the humor that I like as a healthcare professional. I like to say.
To put it as radio friendly as I can, she basically says all the things and her frustrations about being a mom that every mom probably thinks but would never think to say out loud.
And every dad also thinks as well, where it's
absolutely.
like, you are speaking the truth right now.
She goes ahead and just does it so no one else has to. But and then the third comic we're really excited about, Jason Clements, he actually has probably done more shows with us than any other comedians. He traveled around with us for a couple of years as almost like our just go-to road guy, and just a super, super funny guy.
Well, what's funny is we were talking about Dylan doing these great stories, setting it up and painting these pictures and whatnot. And you got Jason where it's like every 5 seconds is a one-liner.
Yeah, it's just body punches. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
I always thought Jason Clemens looks and acts like the dirty uncle that would get you in the corner of a holiday and tell you 5 dirty jokes that you were going to pass on to your friends at school the next day.
The same ones every year.
Same ones.
Yes, every year.
Absolutely.
No, but it's a great lineup. So you got a lot of dichotomy from viewpoints and storytelling styles. Again, tickets are available from any of the comics. Music Man Square through Friday, 10 to 3. And Wolfdog Comedy on Facebook is another way to go. Now, I got to ask you a question. I was talking about this earlier in the week. Bands. You guys both used to be in bands. You were in garage bands, right?
Sure.
Where you'd show up to the garage.
Plenty of garages. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cement basements.
Yeah. Do people still do that? I have not heard a band playing in a garage in forever.
I sure wish it happened more than it did. I used to remember sometimes in the summer you'd hear like drums off in the distance.
Yeah, like what's going on?
And I don't know if it's because electronic music has taken over so much and everyone just wants to be a DJ instead of a guitar player or a drummer. And maybe there's just secretly like kids jamming with their headphones on and writing electronic music, and that's the wave. But I wish there was more. I wish there was just a bunch of kids renting out a dirty hall for whatever they can get it for and just playing their music to whatever kids would show up. And because that's where it all starts. That's where the magic starts.
Well, I've noticed in my neighborhood, I don't hear that. My old neighborhood, there was a garage band. I never found out who was in it because I thought it would be weird to just like show up and be like, "Hey, you guys sound really good."
Joe, if you want us to start a garage band with you, just say it, man. It's fine. We'll do it. We can. The three of us, we can start a garage band. I think
we got 2 guitars. I'm a drummer.
Yep.
Nick, can you sing? No. All right. Well, we don't need a singer.
We do need a manager, though. So.
Yes. Hey, there we go.
I think we got. See me after this. You know?
He's the Music Man Square Man.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, gentlemen, best show possible for you on Friday night. Again, 7:30 doors, 8 o'clock showtime. Wolfdog Comedy, 3 special guests. Tickets are just $20 a piece. More info, Wolfdog Comedy on Facebook. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.